Now we'll discuss about the structure of sperm or spermatozoon. Sperm or spermatozoa. In human, the sperm is tailed. In human, the sperm is tailed or uniflagellated structure. The sperm is tailed or uniflagellated male gamete. It is the tailed or uniflagellated male gamete having about 60 millimicron long and 3.5 millimicron breadth. Clear? It is tailed or uniflagellated structure. It is the male gamete having 60 millimicron long and 3 millimicron breadth. A sperm consists of four parts. Number one is the head, second neck, third is the middle piece, and fourth is the tail. Clear? A sperm consists of four parts. These are head, neck, middle piece, and tail. Next we'll study the detailed structure of sperm. The head is the anterior broad and flattened part of the sperm. The head is the anterior broad and flattened part of the sperm consists of two parts, that is nucleus and acrosome. That is nucleus and acrosome. Nucleus and acrosome. The size of the head is determined by the shape of the nucleus. Clear? The nucleus occupies the major part of the head. It is highly condensed. And some less dense areas also found inside the nucleus called nuclear vacuole. Acrosome is found above the nucleus. Acrosome is found above the nucleus. It is derived from Golgi complex of the spermatid. The spermatid undergoes differentiation to produce a motile sperm. The spermatid, which is the cellular structure, undergoes metamorphosis to produce a motile sperm. Some changes occur during this conversation. These are: the nucleus is highly condensed. Above the nucleus, acrosome is present. It is derived from Golgi complex of the spermatid. The acrosome contains some proteolytic and lysosomal enzymes. Acrosome contains lysosomal enzymes. These are together called sperm lysine. These enzymes are together called sperm lysine. The sperm lysines are of different types. These are hyaluronidase, corona penetrating enzymes, and sperm lysine acrosine or zona lysine. Clear? The nucleus occupies the major part of the sperm. Above the nucleus, acrosome present. The acrosome is formed of Golgi complex. The nucleus and acrosome together form the head. The acrosome contains lysosomal enzymes, together called sperm lysine. These are hyaluronidase, corona penetrating enzymes, and acrosine or zonalysin. The head is covered by double membrane head cap. Double membrane head cap. The surface of head contains adhesin. The surface of head contains adhesin or decapacitation factor. Adhesin, it is the decapacitation factors. Decapacitation factors which have to be removed before it becomes capable of fertilizing an ovum. Clear? The tip of head contains adhesin or decapacitation factor which have to be removed before it becomes capable of fertilizing an ovum. Means during fertilization this adhesin must be removed out, otherwise the sperm cannot fertilize with the ovum. Second part is the narrow part, the neck. Narrow part is the neck. The neck contains two centriole. One is proximal centriole and the second is distal centriole. Generally, the neck is 0.3 millimicron, 0.3 millimicron long. The neck is 0.3 millimicron long. It is found in between the head and middle piece. It possesses two centrioles. These are proximal centriole and distal centriole. The cytoplasm is present. The proximal centriole is free, whereas the distal centriole is connected to axoneme or axial filament. It is connected with axoneme or axial filament. A temporary band called manchit occurs around the neck of the sperm. A temporary band called manchit is found around the neck. The proximal centriole enters into the ovum during fertilization, whereas the distal centriole forms the axial filament. Next part is the middle piece. Generally, it is 5 to 7 millimicron long. It is the cylindrical part of sperm which lies between neck and tail. Axoneme or axial filament of microtubule runs through it. The axoneme or axial filament, it is composed of microtubule, originated from the distal centriole, passes the entire length of the middle piece and tail. Around this axial filament, mitochondrial spiral is present. Around this axial filament, mitochondrial spiral is present. The mitochondria provides energy during the movement of the sperm towards the ovum. Once lost, the energy cannot be renewed. Clear? Once lost, the energy cannot be renewed. A sheath of cytoplasm and plasma lies on the outside of the mitochondrial spiral. The reserve food is limited. The mitochondrial activity helps in providing energy. At the distal end, two ring centrioles or annulus are found. Mitochondrial spiral, ring centriole. Clear? Middle piece contains mitochondria spiral. Once lost, cannot be renewed. The mitochondria provides energy during the locomotion of the sperm. Last part is the tail. The tail again differentiated into two parts. It is the last part and is the longest part of sperm, about 50 millimicron in length. Its anterior part having a tail sheath means the cytoplasm is present, and the posterior part is called end piece. The anterior part is called main piece surrounded by tail sheath, whereas the posterior part is end piece without any tail sheath or without any cytoplasm. It is the longest part. The axoneme or axial filament occurs throughout the tail. The tail is vibratile part of the sperm. By the vibratile motion or movement of the tail, the sperm moves towards the ovum and fertilizes with the ovum. Generally, the tail has two parts, the anterior main piece and the posterior end piece. The main piece covered by a covering called the plasmalemma, whereas the plasmalemma is absent in the tail end piece. The plasmalemma, the tail sheath, gradually narrows towards the distal end. The end piece contains only axial filament. Clear? Okay. Again I repeat this process, the structure of the sperm. It consists of head, neck, middle piece and tail. The head is the anterior part of the sperm. The shape of the head is determined by the shape of the nucleus. The nucleus occupies the major part of the sperm head. The nucleus contains n number of chromosomes because it is formed by the process of meiosis. Above the head nucleus, acrosome is present. The acrosome is formed from Golgi complex. The tip of the head contains adhesin, which is the decapacitant factor. Before fertilization, the adhesin should be removed out. The acrosome contains lysosomal enzymes together called sperm lysine. The sperm lysine having hyaluronidase, corona penetrating enzyme, and acrosin or zona lysine. Next is the neck. The neck contains, it is the narrow part, about 0.3 millimicron long, and it contains two centrioles. One is proximal centriole, second is distal centriole. The proximal centriole goes to the ovum during fertilization, whereas the distal centriole forms the axial filament, which passes the entire length of the middle piece and tail. The axial filament is composed of microtubules. In the middle piece, mitochondrial spiral present. Mitochondrial spiral band-shaped mitochondria present. The mitochondria provides energy. It provides energy during the locomotion of the sperm. Once lost, the energy cannot be renewed in this case. At the distal end of the middle piece, two ring centrioles are present. Last part is the tail. The tail is the longest part of the sperm, having about 50 millimicron long. It has two parts. The anterior part is called main piece, having tail sheath, whereas the posterior part is called end piece without any tail sheath. In the anterior part, the plasma lemma is present, called main piece. It is absent in the posterior part, called the end piece. The tail is vibratile in nature. It helps in movement of the spore. Now we'll differentiate the spermatogenesis with spermiogenesis. Differentiate between the spermatogenesis with spermiogenesis. In the spermatogenesis process, spermatogenesis and spermiogenesis. In the spermatogenesis process, the spermatozoa are formed. In the spermatogenesis process, spermatozoa are formed, whereas in spermiogenesis process, differentiation of spermatozoan occurs. Differentiation of spermatozoan occurs. Clear? In the spermatogenesis process, spermatozoa are formed. In the spermiogenesis process, differentiation of spermatozoa are formed, or differentiation of spermatozoa from spermatid. It involves a conversion of diploid structure into haploid structure, that is, diploid primary spermatocyte converts into haploid spermatids, whereas here haploid spermatid converts into another haploid structure. Haploid spermatid converts into haploid spermatozoans. Clear? Here spermatozoa are formed from germinal cell. Here sperms are formed from the spermatid. Here diploid cell converts into haploid, that is primary spermatocyte develops into spermatid. Here spermatid converts into spermatozoa. There is growth and division during the spermatogenesis. Third point is here growth phase occurs and division occurs in this process, but there is reconstruction. Occurs during the spermiogenesis process. Reconstruction occurs during the spermiogenesis process. Fourth point, no organelles are lost. No organelles are lost. Here Golgi complex or Golgi body lost during the process, because the Golgi body converts into acrosome. A single primary spermatocyte produces four spermatozoa. Here a single spermatid produces one spore. Clear? It occurs a number of stages like multiplication phase, growth phase, maturation phase, and differentiation phase. But here only differentiation phase is the seen. Clear? Again I repeat this process. The difference between spermatogenesis and spermiogenesis. The difference between spermatogenesis and spermiogenesis. It is the process of formation of spermatozoa from the germ cells. Here it is the differentiation of spermatozoa from spermatids. Here the diploid cell converts into haploid cell, that is, primary spermatocyte which is diploid converts into spermatids or the sperms which is haploid. But here spermatid converts into spermatozoa. One haploid structure changes into another haploid structure. Here growth and division occurs, but here construction occurs. No organelle is lost. Here Golgi complex is lost. One primary spermatocyte produces 4 spermatozoans, whereas one spermatid produces 1 sperm. It passes a number of stages like multiplication phase, growth phase, maturation phase, and differentiation phase. Whereas during the spermiogenesis process, only differentiation phase is seen. All these are the comparison between spermatogenesis and spermiogenesis. Thank you.